Well, good afternoon and welcome to my Bajerski YouTube channel. It's the afternoon. It's been a very busy day today. Lovely, lovely, lovely day it's been. Nice to see you all, guys. I'm doing a video today on a crystal Chiastolite. Have a look. It's here. Take a look at that. Bound by my beautiful designers in Bali. This is a beautiful, beautiful design. You can see how it's the metal of the silver is intertwined, very beautiful. It has been stuck slightly with glue on top there and around, but looks pretty cool, right? And that's the little trademark of MB, Mark Bajerski. The crystal today is a very, very beautiful crystal and brings back great memories to me. Memories of a once time when a lovely lady who I first met for the first time was lying down, and I started the healing process work, and I had this in my hand, not this crystal, but one of these crystals in my hand, because I was drawn to that crystal at that day. And as I was doing the healing work, what I noticed is this lady who was very proper, very prim and proper, beautiful, confident, but very, she held in things, right? But she held them in very well. And to anybody else, you would think she was extremely confident, balanced, and she'd got everything together. But as a healer, you feel things deeper than what you see on the outside, as you probably already know when you meet people and you say, "Are you having a nice day?" And they normally say yes, and you know deep down that they're not having a good day. So as I'm healing this lovely lady, all of a sudden, after about 35-40 minutes of holding this beautiful crystal and working on her energy of a mind and a heart, I remember going down to a heart energy and then working on that, and then it all happened. Basically, she just burst into tears, and then it was the release of the pain and suffering over the years that she went through. Very challenging moments in her life. I knew that the work was being done then at that moment, so I was there for probably another half hour on the heart area. And when she'd released all that she needed to release, she got up and we gave each other a cuddle, and she took this crystal because I gifted it to her. And then a few months later, she sent me a message saying, "Mark, I just wanted you to know that the healing session was immensely rewarding to my life, because it helped me move forward," which that's what healing does. You're able to become stronger and release and let go of the past and move forward. But what was interesting is she started talking to me about the crystal, how that crystal had helped her change. Now, this crystal is the crystal of change, and if you've ever heard me talking about certain colors, whenever I mention black is a color that not just an absorber of negative energy, but black is also the color of change, and a really positive one. So if I ever see people wearing black, I look at them and think, okay, you're ready for a change, but you don't know what it is. And some people look at me and say, "What do you mean?" I say, well, at the moment, you're just getting on with life. You don't really know where you're going, what you're doing, but you know you're ready for that change. And then I often see that client again wearing yellow or orange or purple, because they've broken free from that moment of their life where they didn't know what they wanted to do, meaning that they didn't know who they were, where they were going. So black is a color of, to me, ready for the change of your life into something more colorful. So she was explaining that her life had changed, and exactly as I saw her the first time, she was wearing very dark colored clothes, which were like grey, very dark grey to black. So, and then I saw her again and she was wearing colourful clothes. And this is the reason why I interpret colours to what I've seen as a healer over the years. So she was explaining to me then, we had a coffee, and she was telling me that her life had changed. She was able to move on from the partner that she thought she was going to be with forever, but had let her down in a monetary value way, and wasn't there for her when she was there for them, kind of thing. So she wanted to, be in a relationship that she can trust her partner, that she can be with a partner. But then she realized that she didn't want to be with anybody else. She wanted to find herself, and she wanted to, become independent of I think monetary value as well. She wanted to be independent, so she wanted to make her own money. She wanted to go into business, and thus today I know her as a stronger, more confident person running multiple businesses and creating her life in a way that she feels stronger now to be able to make her own decision without having to turn to somebody and ask for help or anything like. So she wanted to be independent. This crystal helped her with that. It's a really beautiful crystal, and as you can see, it's got darker bits in it. This crystal I call the cross crystal because on most of them, when you get it, if you get it as a tumble stone, or if you get it as a polished round ball or anything like that, if you look at it, you'll see a cross in that, in black. The black comes as a cross in it. It's very interesting. It is a great grounding crystal as well. It helps you become more balanced in certain ways where a lot of us are off flying, we're off doing things and we don't really know what we're doing. We're just getting on and, they're called motions. We just get on and do the motion from day to day. This crystal helps bring you down and helps you really evaluate what you're doing from a day-to-day level. So I think it's not just a mind level energy as well. It helps you spiritually and mentally perform certain things in a way that you're not going to overstep your boundaries. It keeps you in good grounding and good balance. And when I hold this crystal like now, I can feel myself being very aware of what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So it's not a crystal that helps you fly high, I don't think. That's my personal feeling. But it is a crystal that helps you become aware of certain things. And this is why when I've worked with this crystal over 5 or 6 years, I normally find when people are at a stage in their life where they're ready for change, but they don't know how to move forward, then giving a piece of this crystal to them helps them move forward in that way. And thus, if they're feeling like they've something trapped inside their heart or their mind, this crystal helps them release that. So it does have spiritual value. It does have spiritual power to be able to help clear the blocks and help you move forward, but in a way where you feel more grounded and you feel as if you can take these steps, and you know that when you take them, they're not based upon I have to trust and believe. It's like little steps but going in the right direction, and it does bring a lot of trust back into you. And thus I believe it brings more balance. It stabilizes you. If you believe in chakras, it stabilizes and balances the chakras to move a certain way, where some people believe that chakras should move at a certain direction, in a certain direction, and some people believe that they vibrate in a certain way. To me, all I know is that when you wear this, it helps balance your body core or your points, your spiritual points, chakras, whatever you want to call them. So your mind becomes more focused, balanced. Your eyes see things more clearly. You're more alert, more aware. So on a level of physical with this stone, I believe it's great for the heart. It's very, very strong. It keeps your heart strong. It's very good for your eyes. It's very good for your mind if you struggle with like all over the place. If you've got kind of OCD, you're all over the place. You just don't know what to do next. You're confused, anything like that. This will bring you back to a very balanced place, both physically and spiritually and emotionally. It's one of my favourite crystals when I first started, I've got to say, and I always had a few tumble stones with me, and I always gifted them to people that I thought, okay, they need a little bit of balancing, they're ready to move forward in their life, but they don't know which direction to go in. Give them one of these, let them hold it, and eventually what happens is your truth comes out, your power comes out, your inner power comes out. So this crystal is a very diverse crystal. It's not just for one or two things, it's for many things. And I think the ultimate power within this crystal is that it does help you feel confident moving forward. I think that to me means a lot. What else? I think grounding is really something important to always say about this crystal. It keeps it keeps you level-headed, keeps your feet on the ground and not to make silly mistakes, not to do things wrong. There's lots of different, I could talk about this crystal for a long time. There's lots of stories I have, even with children when they hold this. This is great for kids who struggle with any kind of issues with friendships, any kind of issues with schooling and not being able to, are not good in the mind because they're all over the place. I mean, if you've got dyspraxia, dyslexia, brilliant stone for that as well, because it helps bring you down from rushing too forward. In fact, I should have had a piece of this in my hand today because I was rushing too much, asking questions too much instead of listening. So this crystal is great for just calming you down a little bit and letting you allow whatever's happening around you to happen. That's why I'm saying it's the crystal of observance, if that's such a word. You observe things rather than take action too fast. So it is a great crystal, guys. Definitely one to choose. Some people struggle to get this crystal. I have this is I think I've only got 5 or 6 now on the website. It's taken me a while before I could get them, but I'm always choosy where I buy my crystals from. So it's taken me a while to get these, but I have a few and I've worked with them and they're now ready. But you can go to your local crystal store and mention this crystal to them, and sometimes they may have 1 or 2 pieces here and there. Normally they'll come in a little tiny hang on, here we go. Got one here. And there, if you look very carefully, you can just about see there's like a little cross with the black, right? Can you see that? Or not? There. See how it crosses over? So this is normally how they look, like this, and you can get very big balls and different shapes. I like all of them. It doesn't make any difference. They're all beautiful. To touch them, the touch makes you feel very calm. And what else for this crystal? Like as healers, if you're a working healer, these are great, guys, honestly. If you're a practitioner, fabulous, because they ground you. So a lot of the times we're in the mode of feeling and we want to put the pieces together. When you've got one of these in your hands, you normally find that your work does the magic. You don't need to speak too fast. You don't need to say anything. The work is done for you. So you'll find yourself feeling more confident when you're doing the work. And that's what I found with this crystal. When I'm holding it, I feel confident. I know the work's been done. I've got an added energy of confidence while I'm doing the healing work. And normally what happens is your work speaks for itself through that crystal. So it's a great crystal for transformation as well. It also is great for the healer. The healer holds it and then you give your healing work. So if you're working with animals or anything like that, hold this crystal in your hand and do the energy work at the same time. You'll be surprised on how it will help your animal open up and clear its pain and suffering too. Same with children as well. Fantastic with children. And often I used to give one of these to children and it made a huge difference in their life, not only with fears, worries, but made them more confident, stronger. And yeah, what else? There's so many things with this crystal. But anyway, I hope this helps a little bit. I hope I've introduced you to a nice, lovely little crystal. And yeah, go out there and get yourself one and enjoy it and see how it feels. It's a very, very interesting crystal indeed. And have a great day, guys. Thank you for going to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel like today. And thank you for going to markbajerski.com. Thank you for purchasing your crystals. Can't speak this week. It's been like, I'm all over the place with my voice, right? My words. I need to slow down. I think I need to put one of them on for a while. But yeah, it's because I'm ready to go to Bali and I've only got a few days to go and I need to sort everything out. So yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Take care of yourself. Love you all. Thanks a lot. Bye.